Tastes good. Trust me. Welcome to Saving the Cabin. I'm Candace, and I thought today I would kind of share with you guys some of the water questions, answers to those questions that I've been getting. So right here is the runoff from the spring that I showed in one of my last shorts. And because of those questions and me talking about how, oh, hold on, wait for the cars to pass because I am along the side of the road. I've been getting a lot of questions because I've talked about the pipe that comes out on my property. Yeah. And how people in my area gather water on the side of the roads, like right up this pipe, and take it home and they use it as their drinking water. People wanted to know if the spring, that runoff right here, was the same spot that it came out. Close, but not quite. But all this whole area embankment does seep water out. It's just where this pipe is, I guess, had a higher flow and someone stuck a pipe in it. So let me show it to you. And for those of you that keep saying I have so much poison ivy, yes, we have tons of poison ivy up there, not down here. These 3 leaves are not actually poison ivy. These are kudzu. Lots and lots of kudzu everywhere. Spiderwebbed. Oh, this area is so super saturated, even though we did have rain, but it stays that way because of the water trickling down. And I'm gonna piss off this poor little spider right here. Sorry, dude, you gotta go. Sorry, I know, I'm evil. Run for it. Swing away. So here's our pipe. It is a disgusting looking PVC pipe that is old as dirt looking. Not the most appealing inside, pretty gross, I admit it. But I thought for giggles, we'd bottle it and see how clear it is when it comes out. Very, very cold water though. Swirly air bubbles. I don't see anything else microorganism. Well, micro I wouldn't see, but look, it's so cold it's fogging up the glass. All right, I capped it. We'll go look at it once I can wipe this off when I have 2 hands. But you can really see it comes out cold. It's only about 60 degrees right now, so that tells you how cold it is right now. And up above, there is a hole where I think that's the overflow when it rains really hard and this pipe just can't let out enough. So when I was mowing the grass, I did get thirsty. Didn't have a bottle of water with me, so I did this. Oh yeah, I'm not afraid to drink from it. And it has almost a sweetness to it, but not like sweet, just leaves sweet on the taste buds itself. I recommend it. Tastes good. I know some of you are dying right now that I just did that. I'm sorry. But I've done this several times and have not had any backlash from it. Well, physical issues, we'll say. It trickles all the way down to the creek. From the pipe, I'd say we have easily another 10 feet up till we get to level ground up there. And a more up-close look at where the spring kind of oozes down. I almost wonder if it diverts more that way, and that's the spring that we see, or parts of it. You can see it runs down this hill right here. Better look where you can see that it runs down. But yeah, over there, not too far away is where the pipe comes out. And the spring is straight up that way. Okay, there we go. Paper towel in my hand. Doo-doo. I still see nothing floating inside of it, which is pretty good, since I just drank out of it. It's so humid that even though I just finished wiping it, it's building back up. This is so cold. It's so humid right now. It's a losing battle, but definitely nothing at all floating in it. Okay, just to show you guys with it not steamed up now that I'm in the RV, black background, there is nothing besides what's on the outside of the bottle, like fur. Imagine that. It is all good. Bloop. So there we go. Nice cold water right out of the hillside at a road. Not necessarily part of the spring, but could be kind of a general runoff. I've mentioned that the whole hillside kind of stays more moist than other areas of the property, like the area right in front of the cabin. And I think it's because that's where everything kind of runs and pools and then becomes that spring. Who knows if it really is a true spring, or if it's just because of all the runoff from down the hillside, because we do have the backside of a mountain behind us. Small mountain, but mountain for Georgia. Or at least the foothills of the mountain. And I know some of you are thinking, oh my God, I saw the inside of that pipe. I can't believe she drank from it. Have you ever seen what a well pipe looks like when it comes up? It looks way worse, just saying. And people drink out of wells all the time. Algae actually is a natural occurrence. It's not technically bad. Well, certain types of algae. Buildup happens. It's kind of nice that has been there for so many years. Easily. I've heard that one was there for probably 10 to 15 years at least. But it could be older than that. I know people that lived here last, so they left in 2003. They didn't have it here. But someone along since 2003 has put that pipe there in that spot. And it's neat to see that there's not a ton of mineral buildup in it either. Since we are granite and marble in this area, and mica, like schist, if you guys know the difference between mica and schist. But, sorry, daughter of a geologist, remember. But shiny rocks that aren't gold, and not fool's gold. Those are really good at being strainers without leaving a big calcium buildup behind, or limestone buildup, lime residue. Even in like the RV after a year, well, granted, it's been since winter since our filter died, but even the parts before the filter weren't really getting a buildup. And I had the slightest amount that I noticed on the faucet head. And that was happening from our before when we had city water. So I'm not too worried about the mineral content in our water. Forgive the chaos here. Remember, we've been trying to order a dumpster, but it won't stop raining, so we couldn't get the dumpster because we can't drive the tractor back and forth through lots of heavy mud. And it's killing me. But let me show you where the well actually sits, where the spring is, and so on, because people also wanted to know that layout. So let me show you real quick. All right, so I'm standing here on the porch right there. Whoop, finger. Let's see if it zooms. There we go. Okay, so that black and that square, because the barrel died, that's our well, our pump for it, and this black thing is insulation around the thing that keeps pressure for your water. So that is our well, and all the way down the hill, let's see, so you can kind of see, I'll slide over. So right there is the demolished blacksmith's cabin. garden and all, but right here is where the spring sits. And then it runs off to the road. And then about right here is where that pipe is that comes out at the road. So about right here, but down at the road. So about dead center of our road line is where that pipe sits. And then happy chickens, yay! Even though they're really tired of the rain too. But I'm getting a little bit of sun in the garden, just a peek through at the moment. Well, ish, garden speckling, more trees, but we're still in the morning. So it'll move over and eventually I'll get sun, yay! And to answer a couple of the other questions, no, I don't want to harvest the spring water that is bubbling up. Not worth it, since we have that pipe at the road, should all else fail. But apparently when we have a bad drought in the area, like we did this year, where even our Amicalola Falls up the road from us, big state park, even the waterfall at Amicalola Falls dried up. So when it dried up, we also dried up here. But it was a very severe drought. No one's seen the creek in front of us be that dry for that long for many years, I was told. And yes, one day we will check and see if there's any gold flakes in our creek. We're on the very edge of the gold band, so I kind of doubt it, but there's a chance. And lastly, no, I do not worry that our well will run dry from watering the garden. I've been asked that one a lot. We never had water issues last year, so I'm not too concerned this year. Our well is actually really, really deep. So there's a chance that the water that is that spring on the front of the property, that may not actually even be part of our water source. I was told that this is kind of an aquifer area, that the more that they do marble mining behind our property into the city of Marble Hill, the more it seems to make water run this direction. But that's like the geological type things that they're seeing. So friends that are on the other side of Marble Hill are actually having well issues. Their well, depending on if they have a blast that day, they could have water in their well, or all of a sudden could have nothing right after they notice one of the blasts at the Marble mine. So it all seems to be getting diverted our direction. And that may be why we have this spring on our property when the people that lived here before never noticed it. Just a side effect of humans doing what we do and collecting marble. But I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to finish. You can see I'm piecemealing parts together. I'm going to try to get it to blend all together and fill it in right there. No, I'm not doing a video about it because I have to be so up close and personal. You're not able to see what I'm doing. I tried. It wasn't working. It became more time to make you a video about this than actually making my pieces. So I have filler pieces that are drying right here. Woo! So I'll end up showing you guys in a different video just the fact that this is done, and hopefully it all blends when it's done, because that is a donor piece of wood from the blacksmith's cabin. So it's actually a different variety. I think this is red oak and that was white oak, but I'm doing what I can. And this facing right here was completely crumbling because it had roots going through it. So I had to take off the top inch of it to be able to get to solid wood again. But again, that's for a different time to show you the finished product. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys later. Bye.